Hello and welcome to Third Eye Quantum Healing. My name's Jonathan. I'm a level 1 QHHT practitioner, and right here is my client. Happens to be my best friend as well. We just did a session the other night. What's your name, sir?
Hat.
There he is. His name's Hat. Y'all know him if you watch our conspiracy show. But tonight, what we're going to be talking about is the session that we had the other night, and it was nothing short of incredible. It was mind blowing. There was a lot of emotions going through it. We went to a past life, and then we were able to go and speak to the higher self, and also give a little body scan if he had any issues that maybe his subconscious could heal. And these things are incredible, and they're quite mind bending. They work. You have to believe in this. You have to. It's the only way it works. It's the only way it works with a lot of things, because if you don't believe in yourself, then things just aren't going to happen. You got to believe it. We've done a show before, the imagination of a child. That's some strong stuff right there. So anyway, we'll get into it. We went into a past life, which I didn't upload because I didn't feel like it was something more personal to him. So what I really wanted to get out to the people is what it sounds like whenever we're talking to the subconscious, and everybody's is different. He's had several sessions before, and this one, his subconscious lightened up on him a little bit. So he was very lighthearted. We had some good laughs, very personal stuff in there. Look, I'm not somebody who is really self-conscious of what people think. So we're not going to edit anything out of it. I mean, we just got right into it. What was very interesting about the entire session is that this is something that I haven't heard of before, and that he didn't go back to a past life. He came to this one. All right. But it was about what, 15, 16, 17 years ago. And it led up to current day, which was very weird. And I wasn't expecting it. And so I couldn't take them through the death process. Obviously, you don't want to take somebody through the death process in their current life. So instead, what I kind of thought of on the spot was to just have him go to sleep while he was under hypnosis, and speak to the subconscious in the dream world. All right. So very cool stuff. It happened to work very well. We hope you enjoy it. And Hat, what would you say about this session, dude? Did you enjoy it very much?
Um, it was definitely the most fun.
The most fun one, no
It
doubt.
was definitely the most fun. The first one, you said it. Said my subconscious was an asshole. I thought it was great. This guy over here, he has never had a strict parent in his life before.
Oh, I
Uh,
definitely have, but it's it just sounded like his dad was living in his mind. And so I didn't say asshole. I actually said that your subconscious sounded like a dick. But either way, that's everybody's subconscious is very different. We get the subconscious that we need to guide us through life, and just so happens Hat needs a mean subconscious to get him through, to get him motivated.
it was definitely fun. It was definitely, I was fully conscious and just, dang, the noises in the background. I heard everything that wasn't supposed to be there, that you're supposed to not be conscious about, but I was still just stayed there. And the reason I came back to do it again is because I had been feeling disconnected when I was meditating. So I wanted to just establish that connection. And there's an answer for that too. These fuckers up there, I swear. Oh, we can't.
Whoever they are, we'll call them they. We don't, the subconscious, the spirit guides, angels, whatever you want to call them. Dolores always called them they, so we call them
They
they.
had a we had a good time. I had a good time in the other in the energy world. I had a good time in the energy world. I'm gonna call it the energy world. I like that.
Yeah,
The
I like
energy
it as
world.
well.
Because that energy, dude, oh my God. The only way you're gonna know what that energy feels like and how you're supposed to feel all the time is if you do a session.
That's it.
I mean, that you just gotta do it. You gotta trust it. I mean, the first time I did it with not even this guy, the guy, our newfound friend Lydia. First time I did it with Lydia, I was skeptical. I was like, man, I'm not gaining anything. Well, yeah, I went to a past life. Thought I imagined the whole thing.
Thought you made it up.
Thought I made it up. Didn't get to the subconscious the first time because I was like expecting something completely different. I didn't know I was expecting something. That was the thing. And, not understanding that the answers lie within. And then I came to this guy, did the same thing, and I was like, man, I wasn't deep enough. But yet I was deep enough because when I got up, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then so I just kept going because I wanted to get I had 4 pages of questions answered the first time I went to the subconscious. And that's when he was like, he's a strict parent. I said, well, he kind of feels like I'm interviewing him here. Okay. So I went back to Lydia and we had just a giant session orgy, four of us, everybody just doing everybody except for me. I'm not practicing. I'm just
not a literal orgy, so I just want to get that clear. We were all just trading off sessions.
I'm the lab rat, okay? I'm the lab rat. And I got to the subconscious, got every single question I had answered plus more. And watching John McCluckey, check him out on Facebook, Australia, level 3 practitioner. And listening to one of his sessions he did with his woman, he told some lady, he told the lady, she blurted out a question. He was like, don't ask me, ask them. So when I was in my session with Lydia, I was like, wait a second, Lydia, let me ask a question. Told her my question, got an answer right there that I didn't have written down. There's something that had happened to me in between sessions. And I got an answer for it. And I had been pondering on it. I had been pondering and got a direct answer, good answer, something that meant something to me. It's all personal. It's all personal. I don't know how you see life. I know how he sees life because we see life kind of through the same lens, but 2 different lenses. But anybody random, I don't know how you see life. So I don't know how you look at life or how you would phrase your questions or how you would word them or how your answers would be worded. And then last night I was like, I've been feeling disconnected again. And I was like, you know what? I need to get that connection back so I can get into a meditation, so I can get deep into my meditations again. And this time, man, I'm still, I understand that it's greater than me, but still, they disconnected me on purpose.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah. And here's a question I have for you, Hat. You said that the first time that you got hypnotized, you felt like you were all making it up. What was it that clicked in your mind that proved to you that this wasn't just your imagination?
So at the end of my past life, part of it, even though I had like this uncontrollable crying, like it wasn't me crying, but it was me crying.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of dumbed down I imagine the whole thing. But hearing this guy talk about getting his questions answered about things in his life, he didn't give me details. He just said that he had a bunch of questions that he got answers for. And he told me some of them, but not all of them. And I'm just like, man, I really want to get my questions answered. But he told me like 3 or 4 just to give me an example of how I should write my questions or what kind of questions I could ask.
Right.
And I was like, man, I really want to get my questions answered. So what really clicked is I took that first session a little bit. All right. Then I had that second session with you, but it was teaching me the same meaning as the first session. And I put both of those together and started making the necessary changes. And everything flipped for the better. Everything in my life, a major impactful difference in my life flipped for the better.
Our subconscious knows what we're supposed to be doing.
But I persistently wanted to get to the subconscious. I persistently wanted to get to that infinitely knowing space, time and space. And That's what kept me coming. That's what kept me going, because I wanted my questions answered. I didn't care if it was bad news. I didn't care if it was good news. But even if it's bad, it's still all good. That's the thing.
It's all good.
It's all about how you take it in. It's like constructive criticism. It's good. It's there to, help you be better, whatever. But I really wanted to get to the subconscious. I really wanted to hear from God. Straight up. I really wanted to hear it. And bam, I got my questions answered. And it also told me things that I didn't have written down, and got confirmation the next day later, and more confirmation and more confirmation. And then a month down the road, I got something else that confirmed my past life, the thing I saw in my past life I've never seen before in my life, I've never been to in my life. Someone posted it on Facebook. I was like, wait a minute, that's what I saw. And they stopped it here, and it was built in this time. I'm like, whoa.
Mm-hmm. A lot of weird correlations and a lot of weird connections happen with this.
More confirmations. And then, so this last time with Jonathan, 100%, I was like, Jonathan was like, because the first time I did it with Jonathan, I never got to the subconscious, and I only did it with him once. He was like, you know how to get back to the subconscious? Because I want to try something different with you. I said, dude, I know how to get there. I've been there once. That's all I needed. I know how to get back there. And then there was a time I had a dream. And when I also wanted to reestablish the connection back with myself. And I had a dream, triggered some, it was a past life dream, triggered some past emotions, some past actions that were not pleasant. And I woke up pondering that dream. I had to go to work early for a meeting, but I didn't have to be back to work 3 hours after the meeting. So I came back home, hopped on my couch, meditated, started to meditate on that dream to find the answer. The emotional attachment, the emotions were so strong to that dream. I went back to the subconscious on my own and found answers.
Yeah.
And just learning and knowing what it feels like to be able to just go back to the source, your life source, is just amazing. And the feelings you get are overwhelming, to say the least.
Now, look, this is something that you can have one session and get all the answers you need. You can have several sessions and get even more answers. Or what they say is that, you can have a session, and once you feel that feeling of speaking to your higher self, of talking to your higher self, of being one with your higher self, you can get there again through meditation. There's a way. They say, once you get there once, that's all you need. Now, I've had 2 sessions myself where I've been hypnotized. I'm very much so looking forward to even more sessions, because both times I got great answers and I got great experiences, and the sensation that runs up and down your body is just, it doesn't make sense.
You guys are going to see, if y'all listen to my subconscious or the entities, I asked them in my head. I didn't say this out loud, I don't think, on the recording, but I told Jonathan after, I was like asking him, trying to get a straight answer. I was like, how many of y'all are there? And they were like 3, 5, 7. Or they were like 3, 4, 7, 3, and then they said 5. But they were talking to both of us at the same time.
This is what was the most insane part. I've never experienced this yet. Now, I've only had 9 sessions, but I haven't experienced this yet, to where the higher self was talking to me personally, the practitioner. So it's very interesting. I'm sure you guys are going to get a lot of information out of this. I hope you like it, honestly. And look, I mean, if you're enticed by what you hear and what you see, and you're curious, don't be too shy to check it out, because I've had people who were a little shy at first, and then they end up having an amazing session, or they end up getting something that sticks to them like meat on a bone, dude. It can't go away. And you know why? I'm not guiding you. I can't guide you. I'm not making you see anything. This is all you. And, this is nothing but pure joy and grace and just all the good feelings all combined into one. And, if you're curious about a session, like I said, let me know. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. You can drop me a message right here in the comments. Check it out. Third Eye Quantum Healing. My name is Jonathan Myers, and thank you, Hap, for the nice, kind words for your session, sir.
Love and life.
Let's open up that third eye together.
You have time to do what is more beneficial. And what is that? While you're at your house. Just get out the shower. What are you going to do with yourself for the rest of the evening? Read? Okay. What you reading?
Millionaire Next Door.
And do you learn any good lessons in that book to...
Don't know. Haven't opened it
Okay. Well, you
yet. I
got
opened it a long time ago, but barely. Barely. Didn't even put a dent in it. It's sitting in my chair. Found it the other night.
And why do you feel the need to pick it back up again?
Because I want to be rich, so I'm not tied to this godforsaken country.
True that.
This... Is irresponsible, though. I lost the list of books I got from Webb.
I see. Now, let's leave that scene and move forward to the time that we fall asleep. It's the time that you fall asleep to where you've relaxed enough to be able to ease your mind, to drift into a deep state of mind known as the sleep. And as you're falling deep down into sleep, you go into a frame of mind right before you enter the dream. It's a time when your subconscious is fully there, fully in control. And your conscious mind is sleeping on the bed. And it is just your subconscious mind, free to do as it pleases, think what it wants, and plan what it needs to. And as it's doing what it does every night, whenever it gives you images, it gives you emotion, it gives you feeling, it gives you lessons throughout your dreams, there's a form of clarity that is deep within your dreams, only with your subconscious. The good thing about this is that you are aware of it. And being aware of it is great because now you are free and clear to ask any question that you deem necessary. It is only there to help you. It's only there to guide you. It's here to clear the mental fog and help lead you in the right direction. That's all it wants to do, is lead you in the right direction. There is no wasted time. There is no wasted energy. It is directed at what you're directed at. And now that you are calm and you are in that mental subconscious place, and it's there for you to ask any questions. The questions that I ask you will come through clear and focused. Is the subconscious of Michael clear and focused and here to speak?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Michael has been very curious about the path that he's supposed to be on. He believes that he's on the right path, but moving forward, should he be reading all of his millionaire books and stock books? Is that something that will be beneficial to him in the future?
He's still lazy.
Still lazy?
Extremely.
Is there anything that he can work on or do to get rid of the laziness and to be more forward with what he's supposed to be doing?
He needs to start pushing himself.
Where does he get that motivation from? How can he find that?
He has it. He just won't move to it.
He won't move to it. Is there something that is holding him back?
Habits.
Just old habits?
Habits he's developed since he's been depressed.
I see.
And
to get through the depression and to break through those habits, is there a new good habit that he can work on?
I'm not depressed.
So it's just the habits.
Yeah. He's saying, as much as we talk, we need to be on the same page.
And how does he get more on the same page with the subconscious that
Me and you.
me and you need to get on the same page?
Yeah.
How so?
Mainly with females.
To leave them alone or settle down with one?
Well, I need to leave Tia alone.
Just temporarily or for good?
It's we need to focus on our long-term goals.
We, as in you and her, or you and I?
Me and you.
Yes. More so than we are doing now.
As old as we are, how much less time and thoughts towards women. More on goals. Careers. Ideas. Creativity.
I see. It's been something that has been on my mind quite a while. What's the first step to that? Other than disregarding wasted time with women.
When you get physically horny, your blood is flowing from your brain, meaning
Away from your brain.
away from your brain, which develops the lower frequency. Which just takes your thoughts away from you. Or me. It starts looking for distractions. Because we're good at finding something to take our mind off of what it should actually be on.
This is true.
The ones that are successful aren't successful part-time all the time.
Almost as if every step is planned ahead of time.
Sex is more scarce. And the one that you'll truly love will be there for the journey.
Should be found along the way.
It's not about the sex. You'll cross paths, or I'll cross paths, or however. The one truly desired isn't sought after.
And does that go for the both of us?
Yes.
But as for right now, we
I
don't
mean,
necessarily need to worry about women.
when one's impatient, the other becomes impatient.
I have noticed that. So the goal is for both of us to stay on track to fulfill our journey's run. We both need to stay on the same track in order to be successful. Is this something that we will be successful together at or separately?
Pursue your desires, dreams, goals. Not the lustful ones. Depression is only that frame of mind that you allow yourself to get into. You can vibrate high all the time. And never succumb to the low frequency. If you don't give in to the flesh.
So the ultimate goal of all this is to raise our vibration so that we don't give in to the lower vibrations.
Be the spirit, not the body. And shine bright.
And this becomes enhanced through meditation, connecting with the spirit.
Meditation. Being active as much as possible. Loving yourself. More than anything. And letting that love overfill your cup, then run over into the next person. Not the physical. And yes, I'm talking to you too, Jonathan.
I hear you. We gotta both be on that same level, right?
If we want to be able to talk as much as we do and not lead each other to the low frequency.
It seems as if we definitely feed off of each other, right?
This feeling if we you're gonna want this feeling.
What are you feeling? Like as if we've already achieved?
This is the feeling I want to feel all the time.
What's it like?
I'm not myself. I feel the inside of myself, of the body. And I'm like, it's like I'm being touched ever so softly and soothing all over my face, like my face is in this light, like water light.
Is it like more like a water or like a plasma maybe, or?
They're doing something inside of me. In the lower right abdomen.
Well, what's going on? Is it something that needs?
We can be as pure as this light. So effortlessly. If we put the effort in.
What effort does it take to get there? Just getting on track?
Cutting out the side paths. Stay on the narrow, the road less traveled. Don't take detours. Should I say pit stops? That's a pun intended.
No more pit stops. And aside from...
All they do is keep you up late.
Yes, they definitely do.
Tia's doing the same thing to me.
So Tia's pit stop?
Yeah.
What should we...
Patience is a virtue.
What should we do? What is the... Do we know the path we need to take already? We just need to apply it.
Hold
more
each
friendly?
other accountable. As hard as you can. But don't judge the past. You said his subconscious was strict. But if you are serious about what you want to achieve, you will see the simplicity and the directness. Of what is being said now.
So the message comes through a lot clearer once we get on track, stay on track, hold each other accountable.
Notice more. Of where your thoughts go. When you were talking to Michaela. Michael's thoughts don't go that much to Tia. missed her so much that he just wants, when she's there, he wants to be right next to her. Because of the pain he's gone through for the past 2 years.
So this is just something that he's doing to help get past, to close the door.
He could be with her. Because of the control but the fear could make it worse.
So what's the best line of action as far as Tia goes?
If she cares, she won't stop you. From taking that time away from her to focus on the betterment of yourself.
I would think that would.
He needs to develop the habit. He can do it with Tia, but it'll be harder because he wants to give his attention or time to her as much as possible. He has a decision to make. It's complex.
Will.
But it won't come without sacrifices.
Right.
So he needs to choose.
Will going after Tia hinder everything else he's supposed to achieve? Or is this just temporary speaking?
Not if he sacrifices his time with Tia. He needs to put more time on studying. Because he's fine knowing Tia's in the background.
I don't think she's going anywhere.
You never know. actually helps him focus. It's if he can develop that focus. Focus just needs to be developed. Just there. Flip that switch and go.
Well, sometimes it's not that easy just to flip the switch. And everything that's on his mind between Tia and what he wants to achieve can get a little foggy in there.
What makes it not easy is you telling yourself it's not easy. Anything is as easy as you make it.
I'd say the only problem is having that reminder in the back of your mind that it actually is that easy.
Shut Mr. Stupid up.
Definitely.
Oh. The advice is there. And it is that simple. Overthinking overcomplicates. Walk in the spirit, the energy. Let go of what you think you know and make room for what you don't know. I'm talking to you two as a whole. Because you talk every day. And yes, you are accountable for your choices. Influences. A bitch. Go back to Planet Fitness.
We both for sure need to do that.
And just pay them whatever. It's more beneficial in the long run anyway.
Yeah.
And it's a start.
Getting healthy and working out is probably a good way to narrow the mind a bit more on the track that we should be
There's
on.
nothing gay about doing things together as best friends.
No, I don't think there is. I do want to ask one serious question. Would it be beneficial for both of our paths if Michael were to move in to my trailer, or should he stay at his house?
No. Because he needs to be closer to Carson.
Yes.
He needs to go hurry up and get back to court and handle that.
Well, it's a lot of money to go back to court.
He ain't paying it anyway.
Go back to court for child support?
Yeah, go ahead and get it dropped. Just needs to do it. Pay whatever. Get it out of his. Be able to start creating. He won't have that hindering his creativity.
Well, the only way it gets dropped is if he moves out there, huh?
He can go ahead and get it done. That's where you come in with your fancy words.
I see.
When it comes to morals over money, the only thing he won't do is kill. Because money's fake. And killing takes away someone's opportunity to fulfill their contract or learn.
That's right.
That's the only underlying moral for this life as a whole. Anything else is fair game if you're willing to do it.
Well, we gotta get at it. Keep our minds straight.
Drugs don't kill people. People who choose to do the drugs kill themselves. Suppress the spirit and succumb to lower frequencies. And that's why it's not getting high, it's getting low.
I see. Now, I would like to ask if the subconscious would like to do a body scan to see if there is anything that we could work on. And if there is nothing in particular, then to do a full body scan.
Sure. Okay. The teeth. His scalp. His right arm. Still messing with that. Huh?
What are you laughing at?
They tell me my head's empty of negativity. But the way they said it sounded like my dad saying, you ain't got nothing up there.
So it's clear of all the negativity?
It's clear.
Great.
That's what that. Like tickling me. Oh, dude. I wish you were feeling this, dude. His right elbow, though. Still taking some time.
It's alright.
His right abdomen. Kind of cleared out his digestive tract a little bit. That power was amazing.
And now, you being the subconscious, all
Oh.
powerful,
Uh,
all knowing, all capable, I believe that everybody's subconscious is a fracture of the whole. But the subconscious is connected. It is a part of the whole. It is the ocean in a drop, and a drop in the ocean. So with that, I would like the subconscious of Michael to heal outside of himself. The digestive tract to myself. I believe that you have the power and the capability to do that. And as soon as I said that, my stomach started to bubble. I believe that doing for others is the most powerful thing you can do. I believe the subconscious is fully capable and proud to help others. So whatever you can do, I would fully appreciate that. Not only to help clear it out once.
If they're doing it, I'm not aware.
That's all right.
Just saying. The feeling left. Except for my right arm.
Okay. Now, I'm asking the subconscious to recede where it belongs with much love and much thanks for the help and information it has given Michael today. I know he is really going to appreciate it. And I want the entity from the other life, or this current life, we were speaking with, to also recede into the past, to the time where they belong. With much love and much thanks for the information they have given us. And remember the things you were watching from the past. They belong in the past, and we will leave them in the past. We only brought them forward. We only brought them forward as a curiosity to learn from, to have information to help with the present lifetime. And that way, they are valuable and have importance. But as Michael listens to this recording and goes over the material and puts it into place, it will not bother him in any way, mentally or physically. That is very important. It will not bother him in any way, mentally or physically. Now, would you like to do this again, to work in this state of mind again?
It'll happen again.
Okay.
When he begins to feel a little disconnected.
Great.
But he's not capable of putting you under. So we needed him here to get to both of you.
Thank you very much for that. In order to make it easier to enter...
Hold on. I asked them, I say, y'all disconnected me on purpose? They say, yeah.
Why is that?
Let's see how it is. To get me here so they can get to both of us at the same time. Because they know you don't respect what I say because you look at me as a hypocrite. So they needed me in this state to get you to listen.
Well, I appreciate the message.
Because I can't put you under.
Maybe you will one day.
I need to... No. No.
No?
No. I got something different for me.
Okay.
But beneficial to you.
All right. Any hints?
Music. Huh. Music.
In what way?
Writing music. And I said, is that why I pulled that tarot card? And they said yes. They were trying to tell me not to give up on that dream. Because I believe in myself. More than, or just as much as the greats.
I could see that.
But talking about spiritual journeys will help you and point more people in your direction. Huh. Holy cow.
But you mean you talking about your spiritual journeys in your lyrics?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people out there that would love to listen to it.
I got the chills.
That's perfect. Gotta be some truth to it.
You said, well, yes, I am. Thank you. Oh, you show your sense of humor this time.
Yeah, not such a dick.
Because he's one of the bros. Or she's one of the bros. Doesn't matter.
Maybe it's non-binary.
So, okay.
All right. So, in order to make it easier to enter this peaceful state of relaxation, you could give me a word or two words that I may say to you to help you enter this state of mind again.
No.
You don't want to?
Then we'll go through the process.
Heard that.
Because I'm not giving you that word.
You think I'm gonna fuck with you?
He said penis. You're not using that.
Heard that, penis. Now, I want all the consciousness and personality of Michael to once again return and fully integrate back into the body completely. Now all of the consciousness and personality of Michael is once again fully integrated back into the body, replacing all the other parts we were speaking to. Now I want Michael to move up, up, up through time and space and orient yourself back into the present day and time. I think this is the 23rd today. You were lying here on the bed in the location, in my house, and you've just had a very interesting experience. And I want you to remember that the present life you are living now is the most important life of all, because it is one you are focused on at the present time. Any information we can find this way is valuable, but it will not bother you in any way, mentally or physically, as you understand it and put it into place. This is very important. It will not bother you in any way. Now, in a moment, I'm going to count to 10, which I'm not going to do. And on the count of 10, which I'm not going to do, you'll be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over, as if you had a nice nap and a nice sleep. You will feel truly rested and refreshed. Anytime you do this, it will always be an enjoyable experience. Now follow me up as we go on to the count of not 10. You'll be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over, and 10. You feel great.
Hey guys, it's Hat from the Cult of Conspiracy. Open up that third eye, people. This is my session. We did it last night. It was light, it was funny, it was fun, it was a good time. The words, phenomenal, awesome. Think of those meanings times 10 when I start talking about the feeling in my session. I've done a session with Jonathan twice, and I've done sessions with Lydia twice. 2 different people, same practice. And both of them, I got answers. It was awesome. My life, my mentality, my perspective, open, positive, light, shining kind of sense of living. And if you want to try it, you might not understand what my session is saying to me because you might not know my personal life, but if you want to try it, give this man a call.